Hello everyone, this is a look at my 7 Autumn Tarot decks, and this is 2019 edition because perhaps maybe I want to do this again in the future. So let's get on into it, shall we? So where we left off was on the Oracle, so I'm going to show that one first, that video first, it was the Santa Muerte Oracle, the Book of the Dead. And the reason I'm bringing that out is because this is one of the autumn decks that I'll be using, the Santa Muerte Book of the Dead Tarot. And they go together. They're both Lo Scarabeo decks. Both of them are by Fabio Listrani. And, oops, here's the guidebook, which in Lo Scarabeo fashion is in multiple languages, but it's, glossy pages, and, I can appreciate that. It's in multiple languages. And I have done an unboxing, but I wanted to show you why I like these two together, because of course they match and of course they go, but they really do, if you have time to consult the guidebook, they do speak to each other and work well together. At least I find in my experience. Here are the backs. I won't go through all the cards for time's sake, and also because I've done unboxings of these decks, so please check those out in the playlist unboxings on my channel. There is the Four of Cups. Unlike this deck, I use this one a little bit more, and sometimes I will use them together if I'm doing a reading for myself and I have time. Because they do yield very good readings. Knight of Wands. But I want to get to know this one a little bit more so I don't have to consult the guidebook. And please watch the Oracle version of this Autumn decks, because I talk about why I have challenges with that deck. The Moon. Santa Muerte. Death. Six of Swords. Clearly, Ace of Pentacles. So this is a deck that I will be utilizing this fall, I'm pretty sure. And sometimes for client readings and sometimes for myself. So there's that. Next up, we have The Slow Tarot by Lacey Bryant. This one is what I like to think of an early fall deck that I'm using, like a late summer, early fall, like, end of September going into early part of November. Although this is a deck that you probably could use all year round with no problems, no, like, oh, this is, you could really use it all year round, honestly. Here are the backs. I backed this on Kickstarter, so I don't know. I think she has these on selling through the gallery that helped her launch her Kickstarter and helped her get the decks out. I'm pretty sure, let me see, what's the name of it? Modern Eden, yeah, that's right, Modern Eden Gallery. So if you check out their website or just Google Slow Tarot, you'll be able to find how and when and where to purchase it. Seven of Cups. I really like this deck. That's the Ace of Swords. Here's Temperance. When I saw it, before I backed it, I thought, oh yeah, I love the colors, the warm colors for that. At least in California where I live, there's this season of its own almost where it's like still kind of warm but cool, chill mornings, but warm in the afternoons, and it's kind of hard to know how to dress because the weather is a little wonky. That's what this deck reminds me of, the Empress. energy of this deck, and I just love the beautiful colors and the artistry. It's just amazing. And I've used it for client readings too, and it gets along nicely with other decks. It's just really a great deck, and I'm glad I have it in my collection, and I'm happy I'm going to be using it this season. That is the Slow Tarot by Lacey Bryant. Alright, next up we have one called the Steampunk. And of course you can't see it in my little case. I don't have the book down here, nor do I have the box. This is the edition that's quite, the Llewellyn edition that's kind of flimsy, the box. Llewellyn's has since made more of the much better boxes, the larger boxes that have the magnetic clamp, but the one I have doesn't. So I keep this deck in this little pouch or this bag or whatever. Here's the backs. I'll be honest, I don't use this deck very often. I don't know why, because I really love the aesthetic of it. Ace of Pentacles. I'm hoping that changes when I pull it out to near my popular reading tables to get some use out of it. King of Wands. Seven of Wands. It's actually a beautiful deck. Eight of Swords. I'm hoping that I use it, because if I don't, I may be trading it or selling it or giving it away. But I really like it, and I think it would be a shame. I think it has a place in my collection for just kind of demonstrating, okay, this is another look at, say, the Four of Cups, like when I'm doing my card by card series. But, I really want to get to know it more for the purpose of like what it is for, which is for tarot readings. Ace of Wands, love this actually. And it could just be that I just wasn't ready to use it when it came into my collection. And now I am. Three of Wands. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. That was the Steampunk Tarot. I want to say, is it Barbara Moore? Please forgive me if I'm wrong. It's late. It's like after midnight right now. I'm doing this just because I want to do it. All right. Next up we have the Tarot of Haunted House by Sasha Graham and Mirko Federici. Interesting. Okay, so I've used this one a few times, and I really like it. It's Lo Scarabeo, and it's in multiple languages, this little white book, but it's a little bit less substantial of a guidebook than you find in the Santa Muerte, for example. Here are the backs. I'm into haunted anything, so that alone was going to have this deck come into my collection. Here is the Knight of Pentacles. It is borderless, so that's cool. Here is Four of Wands. Ace of Swords. It's quite a card there. Eight of Pentacles. Not all the way traditionally. I mean, there are certainly Rider-Waite-Smith elements to this deck, but there's certain things that are like, what is really going on here? Justice. Three of Pentacles. I've done an unboxing, so I won't go through all of these. Here's Knight of Wands. But this will be one that... This one is also one that you can use in multiple seasons, I think. But I'm going to be called to use it in this particular season of autumn. right. Where are we at? Next up, this is the Zombie Tarot. Here are the backs. Let's see who published it. Let's see if it's on the guidebook here. Hopefully it is. It is Quirk Books, Philadelphia. Ooh, the publisher, yeah. So, by Quirk Productions. Okay. Here's a cute little guide booklet or book. That spreads too. And the images, I really like it actually. Yeah, I like the guide. It's got, let's see, for 4 of Swords, retreat, rest, and recovery. And then it's got the key meanings here. I actually really like this deck. I'm very much, if anyone who intimately knows me, they know I'm into horror. I'm into zombies especially. I just really like that kind of stuff. So, again, it was one of those things that because of my other passions, this was going to have to be in my collection. Here is Wheel of Fortune. It's actually a really good thick cardstock for the price that you can get this deck on the big websites. Page of Hazards. Hazards being the Pentacles. Ace of Hazards. 4 of Swords. Just talked about 4 of Swords. Ace of Swords. Justice. Now, can I bust this reading out for all my clients? Probably not, but I can ask and see if they're, open to it. 8 of Cups. So I've done an unboxing. I won't bore you guys with that. I don't know if I've even posted. No, I have posted the unboxing. So check that out if you want to see more of the cards. But this is definitely one I'm going to be using this fall. Readings for myself or others. And we're winding on down, okay? We've got 2 more. So we have the next one here, which is the gorgeous. I mentioned it in the Oracle version of this video. The Stretch Tarot by J.E. Stretch. This is an independently produced deck. This is the first edition. I edged it in black. And here's the backs. Love the back so much. Oh. Here's Death. These are the Chariot. The Tower. Knight of Wands. 6 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Emotions. It's like, got the extra keyword up there. The Hermit. My Divine Muses. My Divine Muses Oracle that I mentioned in the 7 Autumn Oracle decks video. I got that deck with this deck in mind to have them played together. The full Page of Cups. And I've used them separately, and I've used them in a couple of readings together, and they do work well together, but I find that Divine Muses Oracle works almost like a standalone deck for me right now. And that the Stretch, I just use from time to time, but I'm hoping that one day I'll be using these 2 together regularly and consistently together. King of Swords. Alright. So we got 4 of Wands. Alright, and I've done an unboxing, an early one, of course, one back in the day. But nevertheless, it's an unboxing that goes through the cards, so definitely check that out. As again, for time's sake, I want to just move through the decks here. And then finally, the last but not least, and I mean that so truly, is the Bohemian Gothic by Alex Ukolov and Kara Mahoney. This is the 3rd edition. Okay, so here is the little white book, which is actually really good. I am planning on getting the guidebook that has been written separately and will be sold very shortly. I will be out actually delivering on the pre-orders, which I'm excited about. I love this deck so much. Ace of Pentacles. Super moody. It's got all the ghosts and goblins, 2 of Cups and werewolves and such. The Emperor. Really good card stock too. King of Cups. 5 of Swords. Beautiful Page of Pentacles. And of course, I did an unboxing of this deck. The Star, one of my favorite star cards. So you can check the unboxing out if you want to see all the cards. 2 of Wands. I'm just going to show a couple more. Here's 10 of Swords. The Chariot. Okay, so yeah, be sure to check out the unboxing of these decks if you want to see full flip throughs of the cards when I get them. So there you have it, folks. That is my 7 autumn tarot decks for 2019 that I have in my collection, or I feel that they represent autumn or fall to me. And what tarot decks in your collection represent fall or autumn to you? I'm curious to hear, to see what decks you plan on working with when fall hits for you. All right, my dears, thank you so much for watching. So much love and many blessings to you. That concludes our video. Much love, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.